Hey guys, welcome back to another brand new video. We are back for our Stage 5 major predictions. Man, we're almost at the end of the season. But before we do that, we're going to quickly hop into our Seattle home series, check out those picks, and then move on to the bracket. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so we're at 54 total points. Not exactly where I want to be. I had a good first week. It's kind of just been declining. 22 points, 19 points, 13 points. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I had Paris maybe getting a win over the subliners. Not quite. Paris closed out, or New York closed out in 5. It was a really good one. Optic 3 over London, got that right. Toronto, I said 3-0, ended up being 3-1, but still got it right. Toronto, Dallas 3-0 over Seattle, got that right. And then really just a lot of misses here. I had Paris. Never trust Paris again. Had them winning 2 matches. They won 0, losing 2 game 5s. Losing this game 5 to London. Congrats to London. I had Minnesota losing to Florida. I thought Florida was going to be much better online. Florida getting 3-0. Once again, just 2 up and down. I just can't find the rhythm with them. One of the most disappointing matches I've seen in a long time. Optic up 2-0, absolutely in cruise control, and then throwing it all away, getting reverse swept. That was heartbreaking to see. Seattle getting the win over Gorillas, because why not? The toilet bowl goes the way of Seattle, winning in a 3-0 fashion. Atlanta with a 3-0 over the Subliners, and then closing out with a loss. I had Toronto winning. Dallas swept them, or not swept them, but man, really handed it to them. So I got both double points games wrong, which really killed us here. But anyways, moving on to the major bracket. These results weren't the most consistent as I would have seen, so I'm not really sure what to do here. All right, here we go. We got a lot of new stuff for the Stage 5 major, which is kind of surprising to say. We have Optic in a 1 seed for the first time. We got FaZe in a 2 seed for the first time. We've got LA for the Thieves in the winners bracket for maybe the first time. Could be wrong. Maybe the second time. And then Minnesota Rocker, rare appearance in the winners bracket. They're here to play. So let's hop right into it. Let's go winners round 1 straight away. Tough one off the bat, honestly. Toronto Ultra, LA Thieves. LA Thieves obviously going into it with a ton of momentum, beating Optic in that reverse sweep. I do think a good portion of it was Optic was just getting way too ahead of themselves and kind of threw it away. I still think Toronto is the better team here, even though they did lose to Dallas. I think Dallas is peaking at the greatest time right now. I'm still going to take Toronto to win. I'll say 3-1 over the Thieves. This, in my eyes, should be the easier winner bracket match. Atlanta FaZe, Minnesota Rocker. Atlanta's got to have this one. They're pissed to lose my Optic. Absolutely crushed subliners, obviously, without without Clayster, but I'm taking Atlanta. I'm going to say 3-0 over the Rocker. I just think the Rocker got a bad draw here. All right, let's hop down to Elimination round 1, where I think we should have an easier match. Clayster should be back. Remember, guys, these matches are on LAN. You got to think about LAN experience here when it comes down to some of these matches. So, New York Subliners, LA Gorillas. Gorillas just not... they got 3-0'd by Seattle online. That's kind of shows you where they're at. So, I'm going to take... the Subliners for sure. They're going to have Clayster back, and they had a good run at it last time, even though they were without. This is the first time they're going to have their full roster at a major on LAN. So this is huge. I'm taking New York all the way. I'll say in a 3-0 over the Gorillas. Seattle Surge, Paris Legion. This exact matchup was played on LAN last major, and the result was pretty convincing. It was a 3-0 in the favor of Seattle. I think it's going to go pretty much the same way. Seattle, yes, only winning one match in Stage 5, but I still think they're good on LAN for a win. I don't think they're just gonna... A lot of these teams in the losers bracket, this is it. This is the rest of your season shit. They're gonna play with everything they got. So I'm gonna take Seattle and a 3-1 over Paris. All right, losers round 2. Florida Subliners. Florida, in my eyes, too inconsistent. For my liking, not a lot of LAN experience. Most of the Subliners LAN experience comes from Clayster and Asim, mainly Clayster, but Florida's too inconsistent for my liking that I can't pick them to win a loser go home, a winner go home kind of match. I have to take the Subliners here. I think they're going to come back strong. They're going to win a couple series. They're not going to bow out anywhere, anything light. So I'm going to take New York. I'm going to say in a 3-1 over the Mutineers. Then we got London versus Seattle. Once again, another team that Seattle played in losers bracket on the same in Major 4. I think once again Seattle is better than both of these teams when it comes down to LAN. I do think they've beaten both of these teams more than they've beaten them. I don't know the exact record statistics on that, but that's what my guts tell me. But I'm taking Seattle here. I think they're the better team in both of these matchups. I think this one will be a 3-0 over London. All right, let's hop up to winners bracket. This is intense, man. Okay. Well, there's no hiding it. Both of these, oh man, both of these are gonna be insane. We got Optic Chicago. We got Toronto Ultra. Man, Optic, I feel like if they would have won that Thieves matchup, I would take them to win this one. But Toronto got handled by Dallas. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to take Optic. It's Major 5. I'll take them. Why not? They haven't made a winner's bracket final all year. They've lost this winners round 2 matchup at least like 3 times. Why not? We'll say they'll win this one. I'll say in a game 5 over Toronto. I think it's the only way they get it done. Let's slide down. We got Dallas and FaZe. Man, last time these two teams played, Atlanta won at 5-4 in the grand finals of Major 4. Dallas looks incredible, and Atlanta did lose their maps, and they're coming back and winning. But I'm gonna go Dallas here. Call me crazy. I'm gonna go Dallas. I think it's going to be a bit of a stun, but also like they lost in 9 games when it came to FaZe. And honestly, I feel like in a game, in a 5-game set, especially with how Dallas has been playing recently and how they absolutely dismantled Toronto, I'm going to take Dallas to win this one. I'll take them in a game 5 as well over FaZe. All right, Elimination round 3. Here we go. We've got Los Angeles Thieves, New York Subliners. I think this is a tough one, but I do think like the Thieves got a tough draw, right? They got Toronto. But I don't think that's the end of them. I still think they're good enough to win this series. I don't think they're a one-and-done kind of team. They're a veteran roster with a ton of lane experience. Got to remember that. I think it's going to be big here. They're in for champs as well. I'm taking the Thieves to win this one and kind of close out New York, because I still think they're a bit too inconsistent. They kind of crack into that top 6 or top 4 right now. So I'm going to take the Thieves in a 3-1 over the Subliners. And then as well, we've got Minnesota Rocker, Seattle Surge. Pretty interesting one. If my bracket's correct, Seattle's going on a little bit of a run here against 2 teams that just aren't as great of a caliber. I think Minnesota definitely is a step up for that. I think they're in that top 6, top 8 kind of range. And they could definitely beat down on a team like Seattle. I'm taking Minnesota to win this one. Seattle honestly could win this one and go on a run. I think it would stop here, of course, against a team like Toronto and things like that. But this one could go Seattle's way. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? You want to take Seattle? Fuck it. Let's take Seattle, huh? Let's take Seattle. Let's say Seattle wins game 5. Why not? I love it. All right, we'll do elimination round 4. Then we'll go up and do winners bracket. We'll start with the top one. Atlanta FaZe. LA Thieves. This is just a beauty of a matchup when it comes to organizations. I do think FaZe win this one. LA Thieves are going to be great on land, and they're not going to be great, but they're going to be good on land. They have that land experience, but FaZe is just too much right now. I just can't see FaZe ending at top 6. Like, that just doesn't seem possible to me. So I'm going to take Atlanta in a 3-0 over the Thieves. Thieves just kind of got a tough draw, but I'm sure they'll be ready for champs. Then we got Toronto, Seattle Surge. If this bracket goes correct, Seattle's going to hit top 6, because I do think they are better than some of these teams when it comes to land, but too little, too late for them. There's no way they get past Toronto in my eyes. That would be just the craziest thing. But I'm definitely going to take Toronto. I think they get into this, crack into that top 4 where they're supposed to be, and I think everything will be all set for them. Kind of get their ball rolling after losing to in my eyes, Optic. So we'll take Toronto to win this one for sure. This one I think will be a 3-1 over Seattle. All right, that means we're down to 4 teams. We got Optics, Chicago, Dallas Empire. We got Atlanta FaZe, Toronto Ultra. Not really any shaking up there. We'll go to winners bracket since we've been doing elimination rounds for a while now. So winners bracket, we got Optics, Chicago, Dallas Empire. I think this is all Dallas, to be honest with you. Chicago's obviously got quite the rivalry with Dallas, but I don't know if Chicago is able to beat Dallas right now. Dallas has had Optics number pretty much all year outside of a couple occasions. So right now, I'm going to take Dallas in a 3-1 over Chicago. Oh, man. And then we got elimination round 5. We've got Atlanta and Toronto. It just never gets... I mean, honestly, it does kind of get old. I'm not going to lie. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The top 4, and the bottom, the rest of the 8 are kind of the rest of the 8. I mean, it's been kind of like this for a while now. Outside of... Toronto winning 1, and then New York made it to 1 final. But besides that, it's been all the same. Anyways, Atlanta phase Toronto Ultra. Who do I think is going to win? Fuck if I know. I think honestly, this is a coin flip, to be honest with you. So let's flip a coin. Lands on phase is what it is. There we go. I'll take phase. Why not? Let's take phase. And at 3, it's not going to be a 3-0. I know that. Let's say 3-2. Let's say it goes 5 games. Which means we have a rematch. Chicago Optic, Atlanta phase in the elimination final best of 5. Oh, brother. Do I think Chicago could get the best of Atlanta twice, this time being it on LAN? Honestly, I don't think so. I hope so, but I don't. I'm wearing the Optic jersey right now. I hope so, but I don't think so. So I'm gonna say phase. I don't think it'll be a 3-0, but I think it'll be a 3-1. I'll take phase 3-1 over Optic. All right. Now we've got Dallas, Empire, Atlanta phase. And honestly, I think this is all Dallas. I think this will be them peaking, and they will win this final and make sure that more than 2 teams win a major this year. I'm taking Dallas. I think it'll go at least, I think it'll go 8 games probably. But I think Dallas is finally going to topple Atlanta and win this one. I'll take them winning in a 5-3 fashion over phase. And that's going to do it, man. Those are my picks. I mean, it's Major 5 bracket. It is what it is. I'm so excited for this. And then move on to Champs. It's going to be great, man. Champs should not be 8 teams, though. That is kind of lame. Every single team should be, every team should be at Champs, in my opinion. But is what it is. I don't like the rules. We're going to go ahead and submit the bracket. Boom. I don't need to make changes. I am good to go. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to always play along, please play 1, 2, 3, 4 as the password. You guys can always join along with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want more of me, make sure to check out my social links down below. It's my Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.